Kerry Bainbridge from Anywhere Business Network, and I'm talking to Dave Maloney today from Let the Secret Out.
Yes.
And he is going to give us a bit of an insight on how we should be writing our business plans for this financial year, but with a different spin. So Dave, what is your spin on business planning?
Okay, so in the past, Kerry, what's happened is that business plans have been written on probably 3 or 4 pieces of paper, left in a shoebox and brought up again at the end of the year. What I'm saying is that it doesn't always have to be numbers and stats and facts, and that what's going to really drive the performance of a business is more around what story you want to tell, and more importantly, what behaviours you want to drive
So
yourself to get there.
letting the secret out,
Absolutely, yes.
what it is that you stand for.
Yes. So like your business plan can be a 12-month matrix of numbers, or it can be a 12-chapter story from that book around what you want to achieve. Now, what that's going to look like, it is going to be very different for different businesses and different industries, and whether you wanted to make it a 12-chapter story or a seasonal 4-chapter series is completely up to you. But the key thing is that what are going to be those behaviours that you are going to be doing to make that happen.
Let's give us an example of how this might work with the business you've been working with.
Definitely. I've been working with a local florist. What we did was really wanted to identify what they were going to do to leverage off the Valentine's Day rush for all of us hopeless men who need to treat their lovely partners to something. And rather than going through the stats that she has gone through in the past by saying, right, I've done X amount last year and X amount the year before, I'm going to set myself 10, 20%. That means nothing to staff. Mm-hmm. What we did was actually told a bit of a story around the 14 days of Valentine's. And every single day we put something on Facebook to say, on the first day of Valentine's, my true love gave to me a rose from the florist in question. What we then spoke about was, did a bit of a tongue-in-cheek sort of jibe at what when men sometimes don't get it right. So then we spoke about the 10 McDonald's dinners, the 5 boys' nights out, and 6 toenail clippings, that sort of stuff that immediately drew people in and got them engaged with that.
And humorous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was essentially her 30-day business plan from the middle of January to the middle of February.
Yeah.
And it would have been very easy for her to say, well, hold on, I'd rather sort of talk about the numbers and the stats and facts and make sure I can take care of all of my overheads. Or she could say, actually, I'm doing everything really well here. I just need to frame it up in a whole different way. And the nice thing was she had a huge level of engagement within her social media presence. Her Facebook page, I think we got about 20, here's me not talking about numbers, about 25% more likes on her page in 1 month than she has ever, which was huge.
Yeah.
And since then, that has then encouraged her and encouraged her business to continue keeping that storytelling content going.
To engage people in what's happening in her shop. And,
yes.
Yeah. And how they can use her products. And so this can be applied to any business.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, just telling the story about what it is you're doing on an everyday basis. Even if you're in tourism, you can just see how that would work. You know, what's happened today in our tourism business, who's been there and what have they done.
And sharing a little bit about yourself. I've got 2 boys at home, and needless to say, they've been the main character in a lot of the stories that I've told through my business. It's something that I know well, and it's something that people can relate to.
People can always relate to kids and families, and it just makes it more personal, more real.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to hearing a bit more about this, Dave, in future interviews. And we'll see how your business unfolds, and we'd love to share some of your blogs and posts and things. So everybody watch out for those from Dave at Let the Secret Out in Motueka in Nelson, New Zealand.